What's up? I'm in Virginia Beach and it's 38 degrees. Should have brought my sunglasses. Yeah, so I'm walking over, take a look at this Naval Aviation Memorial. I walked by it last night after I'd eaten dinner. It was dark, I couldn't read any of the plaques, so I thought I'd come out this morning, take a look. Kind of an impromptu trip. But yeah, it's a pretty nice setup. They built this thing in 2006. And this Hampton Roads area is the birthplace of naval aviation. This guy, I can't think of his name right now, but he was the first person to fly an aircraft off of a ship. That would be in 1910. And remember, we're just not too far up the road from Kitty Hawk, where the Wright brothers had flown an airplane for the first time 7 years prior. So right here, this is the Norwegian Lady. I stand here as my sister before me to wish all men of the sea a safe return home. So, the wreck of the dictator and the Norwegian, okay, lady statue. Okay, yeah, I read about this last night, and it looks like a Norwegian ship, the dictator, had sank here in Hampton Roads, 1891, and that's why they built this little memorial. This Norwegian Lady. So whoops. Okay, over here the Tomcat. Probably most to shoot down enemy aircraft. Some donors down there. Yeah, F-14 Tomcat. The best fighter to ever fly. 36 squadrons flew the F-14 Tomcat from 1972 until 2006. Looks like 68 crew members made the ultimate sacrifice while flying the F-14. Pretty neat. Yeah, very windy down here. Come over here, bunch of older ships. That's a Seahawk, Kingfisher, a duck, the Seagull. Yeah, Skytrain. Naval Aviation 1940, 1949. Pilots man your planes. And so yeah, this is obviously going to be a couple World War II pilots. Looks like they were just called to duty. A Bearcat Grumman F-8F. Very nice statues. Seaplanes. Going up Mars. And there's a Zeppelin down here. Goodyear K-ships blimps. Alright. Marines, Navy, and the Coast Guard. Alright, so here's the guy I was talking about. November 14th, 1910, Eugene Ely. Was the first pilot. They said he couldn't even swim, but yeah, anyway, flew that first plane off of a ship, and a year later he was the first one to land on a ship. So some Grumman aircraft, it looks like. A couple biplanes. Giant Zeppelin over here. Goodyear Zeppelin Corporation, ZRS. Where it began. So I guess this is dedicated to that Ely, Eugene Ely. Some really old planes Yeah, and those are bicycle tires. He used as a life vest around his chest. Walk over, get into the sun. A little layout. All right, so I guess you're supposed to walk that way. Naval Beginnings, 1910, 1939. The World War II tribute. Tribute to the carriers. I haven't looked at that yet. 1950 to present, the modern era. So, all right, the Oceana to Giant airstrip down here in Princess Anne County. And there it is. A couple Blue Angels. Hampton Roads Squadron. Hampton Roads Squadron, the name welcomes you to share. Okay, so it looks like this was created by the Hampton Roads Squadron of the Association of Naval Aviation. Yeah, all right, Naval Aviation Monument. Yeah, just to Korea, 1951. It's dedicated permanently to honor. All right. Okay, just a bunch of donors, contributors, names listed over there, and companies. So when they find him, we return home, made the ultimate sacrifice. Alright, so obviously this guy is coming back home to his family, pretty similar to the World War I memorial I was at the other day up in DC. So yeah, the homecoming, family reunited. Yeah, a bunch of guys coming back home to their families. And over here, this is supposed to be 1950 into the modern era. And yeah, you've got some more modern planes over here. Skyhawk, it says. Sky Raider. Crusader. And Harrier 2. The Team. A modern force, naval aviation, 21st century. Hawkeye. I don't know what's on top of it. That's a satellite, or it's, I don't know. The Osprey, they had one of those at the Naval Aviation Museum up in Chantilly. Seahawk, some helicopters. The Dolphin. Alright, wrapping around here. And yeah, modern times, 2001. Operation Iraqi Freedom. The USS Nimitz. Another F-14 Tomcat preparing for launch. Looks like this FA-18 is flying over the Persian Gulf. Over an oil platform. Desert Storm, Rise of Terrorism. There is the space shuttle. That's Columbia. USS Eisenhower. And this is the 60s. I'm going backwards. Vietnam. The new Navy. Korea over here. Helicopters. Alright, so this is for aircraft carriers. So what the map had said. The USS Coral Sea. Okay, USS Gerald Ford. Theodore Roosevelt. And the Saratoga. There's two Saratogas. Hornet back there. Casablanca. amphibious assault ship. So I guess, yeah, they've got them all listed, I guess. And Iwo Jima over here. A bunch of granite plaques. Pretty nice work. The beginning. Okay, so this is where you would start. And again, it talks about that Eugene Ely's first flight. Yeah, you had to be a pretty brave soul to be doing that at that time. And that's an old aircraft carrier, 1928, out in San Diego. Yeah, this cold air will really wake you up. 1930s. Yeah, my fingers are freezing. Get this going. Last couple over here. A-16 Intruder. 34 years. The Intruder was the backbone of the Navy and Marine Corps attack aviation. Bunch of Navy squadrons, Marine squadrons, Seahawks. Alright, so I got a Norwegian flag up there, pretty cool. Alright, so she's supposed to be looking at her sister statue, which they've got the same statue in Norway. So, alright, that's the Naval Aviation Memorial. Anyway, cool. See you on the next one.